Okay, so I'm just gonna go over how I basically make GIFs from scratch. And I'll probably skip over the Abysynth bit because there's already a tutorial made by Brandinator and it's a lot more in depth than I can possibly explain it. So anyway, you have your file, find the timestamp you want and you can write it down, or if you can remember it, I guess. So this is where I do all my cropping and resizing of the video so that I don't have to do it in Photoshop later, basically. Let's just see if it pops up. Okay, so we put in how big you want your GIF, and it's like a preview, so you can kind of see how you want it. And these settings I kind of explain in my written tutorial, so you can, I guess, really read through that. And if you don't use Abysynth, you don't have to worry about this at all. It's going to be a 200 frame GIF. Let's just stop it here. And that'll render out. Open up Photoshop, import. And what is this? This is a KBS Gaio. What is that? This one. I think it's a bit slow because I'm running a lot of stuff right now, but it's normally a bit faster than this. Yes, I think most of the time, GIF making doesn't take me that long, but a lot of it's just waiting for stuff to render and process, like this. And you'll see later when I use Topaz, it's a lot of waiting. Normally I just kind of click away, and that's when I get distracted. What is this? Spring Day? And that'll be imported in. So since all the sizing and cropping is done, you just need to put in the values of the size of GIF you want, and you can, it's pretty quick this way. Stop it, maybe a bit more, until he stops eye contact, like around here, and then just delete the rest of these frames. Oh god. And I'll probably want him a bit more to the right, and a bit more down 2 pixels. So that's a bit better. Okay, this is where it takes a while. So, convert it through, and you can see Abysynth kind of makes it a bit too sharp, especially for TS files. So we denoise it a bit more, just to like make it less sharp, maybe a bit more actually. Looks a bit better. And then you can, normally sometimes I underclean it just so it's not too sharp. I don't think it matters actually, because you can see if you put too high, it's very detailed. And that's too soft, so that's about right. Please save it. And what is it? Spring Day Jungkook. And then this is mostly waiting, so you flatten it back down. So you can see as a process it takes a while, and the green bar that's behind it is the process. I think this takes about I want to say 30 seconds to a minute, depending on how many frames and how big it is. Yeah, so normally if I make multiple GIF sets, during this rendering time, I'll already start cutting again the next cut for the GIF. So I'm trying to be more efficient. Otherwise, I'll just go back onto Tumblr and get distracted. So we'll just wait for this to finish. Oh yeah, that's right. This is the main reason why I don't recommend Topaz. I think it's the biggest downfall, that since you can't export it as a Smart Object with Topaz because it'll crash out Photoshop. You have to flatten it back down, and it manually sharpens every layer. So if your computer doesn't have enough processing power, this can take a really long time. And even my computer is pretty good, and it still takes a decent chunk. Although I'm very impatient, so I think it seems longer compared to what other people have to deal with. I think you can actually emulate these kind of results with Smart Sharpen. I've tried it before, and it's like not too bad, but I think I just got really comfortable with Topaz, so I never felt that I should like use Smart Sharpen instead. But you can definitely use it in place of Topaz. Although for TS files you don't even need to Topaz at all, or Sharpen. If anything, you just need to actually smooth it out, because sometimes it'll be over sharp. Is it almost done now? Okay, done. Put it back to frames. And I always put my frames in a folder. I've never seen anyone else do it. It's just cleaner in the end. So it looks like this now. And I think the coloring for this is okay. It's a lot of blue light. And I don't have a PSD, so I actually just wing it every time. So I always do levels first. Yeah. And since he looks really washed out because of the lighting and the way you like brighten up the highlights, I add a gradient map. This is all wing, by the way. I don't actually follow anything. I just kind of learnt along the way. This is too dark. Something like this. So it's a soft light, and you can see that it adds like a reddy pink gradient on top, so it's not as washed out. Obviously I don't try to restore too much color because it'll never be accurate, so just kind of make sure it doesn't look grey, because sometimes the lighting, especially for blue light, if you color it wrong, the skin tone will look super grey. That's about right. Then I kind of mess around with channel mixer. Yeah. I don't actually know like the justification for the steps I take. I just wing it a lot. And if it's overall, I like this final result. And done. Then I just save it and export it. That's pretty much it.